My daughter's best friend's mom kept accidentally excluding my daughter from every party until I found out why. My daughter Mia and her friend Sophie had been inseparable since kindergarten. They walked to school together, had sleepovers most weekends, and for years, Sophie's mom, Renata, and I got along well too, chatting at pickup, coordinating playdates without much thought. Around the start of this school year, things shifted. Sophie had a birthday party that Mia wasn't invited to. I assumed it was an oversight at first, small guest list, maybe just close cousins. But then came a class celebration Renata hosted for a school project group, and Mia wasn't included there either, despite being in the same project group as Sophie. I mentioned it gently to Renata at pickup one day, keeping my tone light in case it really was just an honest mistake. She got flustered, apologized quickly, blamed a hectic schedule, and promised to include Mia next time. I believed her. Next time came a month later, a small gathering for another classmate's birthday that Renata was helping organize carpooling for. Again, Mia was left off the list of kids being picked up, even though she'd been invited by the birthday girl herself. When I asked Renata directly this time, her explanation felt thinner, something about assuming Mia already had a ride sorted out. Mia started noticing the pattern herself, quietly asking me why Sophie's mom never seemed to include her in things anymore, even though she and Sophie were still best friends at school every single day. Watching my daughter's confusion slowly turn into hurt was harder to witness than any awkward conversation with Renata could have been. I started paying closer attention to see if there was a specific pattern. It wasn't every single event, just ones happening specifically at Renata's house or events she was personally organizing. Group things at school or events other parents hosted, Mia was never excluded from those. I decided to talk to Renata directly, not with accusation, but genuine confusion, since the exclusion felt oddly specific rather than random. I asked her plainly if something had happened between the girls, or between us, that I wasn't aware of. Renata went quiet for a long moment, then asked if we could talk somewhere more private instead of at pickup with other parents nearby. We met for coffee that weekend, and what she told me completely reframed everything. Her husband had been diagnosed with a serious illness earlier that year, something the family had chosen to keep private while they figured out treatment and how to explain it to Sophie. Their home had become unpredictable, filled with medical equipment, sudden hospital visits, and emotional strain none of them wanted other children accidentally witnessing during a casual playdate or party. Mia specifically had once mentioned, months earlier, that she got scared easily around hospitals and medical things after a difficult experience with her own grandmother's illness. Renata remembered that conversation and had been quietly trying to protect Mia from potentially stumbling into something upsetting at their house, rather than dealing with explaining a friend's confusion or fear on top of everything else her own family was managing. She hadn't wanted to tell anyone outside close family yet, worried about how quickly things spread through school parent groups once anything personal got shared. Excluding Mia specifically from home gatherings had felt, to her, like the simplest way to avoid a situation neither family was prepared to navigate yet. I sat with her in that coffee shop, feeling my entire understanding of the situation shift completely. What had looked like quiet rejection had actually been someone trying, imperfectly, to protect my daughter from something painful during an already impossible time for her own family. I told Renata I understood, and that Mia's friendship with Sophie clearly mattered enough for her to have thought this carefully about it at all. We talked through a better way forward, being honest with the girls at an age-appropriate level, so Mia wouldn't keep feeling quietly pushed away